What's up, guys? It's IAmTheMase and I am back, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys episode 2 of Advanced Warfare Weapon Variant Reviews. In this series we take a look at some of the lesser known professional and enlisted variants of weapons in Advanced Warfare. In this episode we're taking a look at the AK12 hair trigger, which is a very good and powerful enlisted variant of the AK12. So let's start off by taking a look at what the stat card says. This weapon has +1 fire rate and -1 accuracy. Not too many changes there, but let's see what really happens to this weapon. That +1 fire rate is going to mean that your fire rate is going to go from 750 RPM to 857, which is a very big change, and that's only +1, and it's over 100 RPM increase just from that +1 fire rate. So you can imagine how fast this fires. But anyway, the -1 accuracy is going to mean that your view kick is going to be increased by 10%. Now, although this might not seem like the biggest downside, that combined with the +1 fire rate, which is going to make the recoil much harder to manage, and you're going to be producing recoil faster since you have a faster fire rate. That's just common sense. And on top of that, it's going to mean that your center speed isn't going to keep up as quickly as your fire rate. So basically, you put all that stuff together, and the recoil is not very unmanageable, but a lot more unmanageable. But anyway, before I get into the attachment recommendations, and I'm pretty sure you know what I will recommend as the #1 attachment, first, let me just also mention that, and you can see it in this gameplay, this weapon has different iron sights, okay? Basically, the rear iron sight, which is the one closest to the player's face, is the same as the base AK12. However, the one in the front is, instead of being a circle, it's like kind of a half circle, basically like the one from Ghost. So you take the clear Ghost iron sights and you combine them with the AK12's base iron sights from Advanced Warfare that basically don't have as much stuff going on the sides. You can see it clear. You combine those two things and you get very, very good iron sights. In my opinion, this weapon has the best iron sights in the game, especially for a fully automatic weapon. But anyway, moving on to the attachment recommendations, this weapon definitely needs the grip, right? The accuracy is still very good. However, one of the core strengths of the AK12, and probably its biggest strength, is its accuracy. And you do not want to lose that, because that is one of the best things about this weapon. So a grip will definitely help you maintain that accuracy like it was before, but still have that increased time to kill with the fire rate increase. But anyway, the other two attachments I'd recommend for this weapon definitely have to be quick draw and stock. Those two attachments I recommend pretty much on all assault rifle variants. I always try to use that as much as possible, but that's after covering the flaws of this weapon. Also, other good attachments to use if you don't have stock or quick draw unlocked. Parabolic mic is very useful, just because it doesn't hurt the range or anything like silencer, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a nice little tool to have to I guess you could say apprehend people who are using silencers, which is really nice. And also extended mags. Since you have increased fire rate, extended mags is very, very helpful. I would normally recommend silencer for the AK12, but I don't know. I feel like for the AK12, since it doesn't have the best damage, you don't really want to put a silencer on it. You won't have as many downsides as you would with the bow, since it has multiple you know, since it has 3 different shots to kill, if that makes sense, you know, Val has 3 to 4 to 5. This one only has 4 and 5, so you're only decreasing the 4-shot kill range with a silencer, but still, alright? You definitely don't want to mess with that on this weapon, in my opinion. But, anyways, guys, let's move on finally to my overall opinion on this weapon. Alright, I'd rate the AK12 base variant a 8.5 out of 10, alright? The Bal and ASM1, I'd give a 9, so this weapon being probably the 3rd best in Advanced Warfare, I'd give the base variant of the AK12 an 8.5 out of 10. The RIP definitely deserves more than a 9, so I'd give that a 9.25. This one, I'd give a very solid 9, alright? It is very, very good. In my opinion, it is the 2nd best AK12 variant, just right under the RIP. If you don't know about that weapon, you can check that out in Advanced Warfare Elite Weapon Reviews, the series that I discontinued. But anyway, yeah, this weapon gets a very solid 9. All right, when you put a grip on, you can definitely give it the accuracy that the AK12 already has, along with an even better fire rate and amazing iron sights. This weapon is very, very useful in accuracy and time to kill, which makes it a very deadly assault rifle. But anyways, guys, that is all for this video. I hope you guys learned something useful and enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more Advanced Warfare multiplayer content.